Well, look, I thought they was taking the day off.
The same frequency as you mentally, and you wonder why you guys are having problems or you guys are going back and forth. That's because you guys do not reside mentally in the same plane of existence. You guys don't think the same way. And so, you know, everything frequency is thought based. You see, and then once that thought is, and so I'm like, dang. So when I thought about it, I said, wow, that is very analogous. And I'm a thought. You know, I am a thought that came from. Excuse me. I am a thought of with as the mind of God, and I came as an expression or as a gene in this physical form to express the part of God that I came to choose to be, which is my astrological programming. And just like everything else, reality had signed a contract. Even if it's a rock, the rock is like, I chose to be a rock, and this is what I chose to be. And so
just when I'm about to release the goddamn
and whatever
soft porn
in this life cycle, it will happen to me. It's already written. And a lot of us would like to. I want to talk about people.
If you have the link, please stick it in the chat room for the people that don't have it.
Because
we are mobile, we are moving.
In energy. Because people really don't understand people. And this is why the Honorable Master Chief Eliana people tearing. This is the top. This is like the top of our regimen, of our B6 diet regimen, because people are energy. Just like I said, everything around you is energy.
I thought his name was Chief.
This is.
That's it. Close it up. Go and close your door. Don't let something in there.
So, yeah. Everything is energy, and people are energy. And, people would like to think like, oh, I get my energy from food. When I eat my food, I replenish my energy. What you said?
I replace my energy. Alright. I don't know when the hell this bullshit start coming out. Alright. What the hell is this? Close all these back windows. Damn it. Alright, yeah.
People would like to say, like, I like to get my energy from food. Well, I get my energy from food.
Started up in Babylon.
But what people really don't understand is, if you ever thought about it, just go back to a time in your mind where you felt really, really hungry. But you had to stop at your people house or some shit like that before you went to go get something to eat, or before you could go home to get something to eat. And you wind up being at that person's house for like an hour and 30 minutes or so, even 30 minutes, and y'all was talking it up. And this is a person that you really get along with. This is a person that you... And by the time you leave their house, you're not even thinking about food. You're not even hungry anymore. You may ask yourself, or you have me ask yourself, well, why? Why am I not hungry anymore? I didn't even eat anything. I didn't even do anything. Well, really, you did, because on a energetic level, you exchange energies with that person.
It's energetic.
Now, you could constructively exchange energies with someone, or which is a sacred energy exchange, or you can destructively exchange energies with someone, which is called a dex, which is the demonic energy exchange. And so when you have sacred energy exchanges, you raise the vibration of yourself. Like you replenish your energy. It's feeding your cells, it's feeding your soul, and so you are more you are back up, you are more lively, you have more energy, you have more life force from whatever it was that you came into contact with. Now, when you have a demonic energy exchange, know these from a mile away, because you get drained, you feel sleepy, you may feel hungry, you may feel really hungry after you talk to someone, or you may feel really sleepy after you talk to someone, or something along those lines. And that's how you know that it's a demonic energy exchange, because it's not equally your energy, and whatever you came into contact with was not equally exchanged in energies effectively. And so you find yourself like slumped over or something like that. And people are the number one source of where we get our energy from. Before any plant, before anything that we eat or anything, we're always in constant communication with people. We're always talking to people. We're always around people, no matter if we like it or not. And even if you are living home alone or something like that, you're still around people, because you're on the phone, you're texting, you're on social media, you're still exchanging energies with people. And even over the phone, you can be high, you can get high from someone, or you can get low. And it's people are that powerful. And so when we come into contact with people, people are the number one things that will stress us out as far as exchanging energies with. And most of the time, because we're in Babylon, if we are in Babylon, you are surrounded by people who vibrate on a low frequency of thought, more lower than what you may be vibrating on at that moment. And when you come into contact with that person who thinks on a... I hear Eliana. And if you come into contact with someone who thinks on a low frequency of thought, then you have no other opportunity but to either vibrate to that person's frequency, or get away from that person and go find a person that you will vibrate with higher with mentally, keep you vibrating on that high frequency of thought. And I wanted to say that because I've had an experience where, I vibrate on such a high frequency, and mentally I think very high vibrational thoughts, and people or just past selves from my lower self still want to have a relationship. They still want to have a relationship with me, and I cannot, and sometimes it's hard to explain to them why I may not be able to have a relationship with them from their point of view, because they don't see life how I see it. And so I find myself in this, sometimes I find myself in this paradigm where I am feel like I'm stepping on eggshells when it comes to my past selves. And I don't want to feel like that. I just want everybody to understand me. And when I say me, I'm talking about you can give her to me. When I say me, I'm talking about, excuse me for a second, guys. I'm about to get baby Eliana. I got you. Huh? She probably want to eat too. Wait, hold this phone for me right quick while I There you go. My baby. Oh, what's wrong with my baby?
Yeah.
Baby is hungry. Okay. I'm thankful. So yes, when I'm talking about me, I'm talking about for all my reflections out there who vibrate on a higher frequency, who just can't seem to explain to their past selves what it is and why is it that they really can't have a relationship with them. And let me tell you something. This is the reason why. The reason is you really can't, anybody out there who vibrate on a high frequency, you really can't have a relationship with lower frequency, lower thought frequency beings, because of the fact that you guys don't vibrate mentally in the same plane of existence. And so it'll be hard for you to try to even have a conversation. Even if you tried to have a conversation with that person, you would, it would be so many words exchanged until you hit a brick wall. Or the other person who thinks on a lower frequency will wind up saying a word, or will wind up saying a phrase, or coming from a certain mindset that you don't necessarily think on, that would deter you or kind of perturb you from even talking to them anymore. And so a lot of high vibrational beings would feel bad because they have very compassionate hearts and they love their past self. Even though that they vibrate on a low frequency, they love them because they understand them and they just want the best for their lower self. But their lower self isn't willing or isn't dedicated enough to take the help that the high vibrational being accepted into their lives to vibrate to a higher frequency. And so then, it comes out as the lower thought frequency person is kind of like fussing or arguing with the high vibrational being, as far as like, why don't you love me, why don't you do this, and why don't you want to talk to me and stuff like this, and try to make the high vibrational being feel guilty or feel bad for not wanting to have a mental rapport with them. And I want to tell everybody out there that is vibrating to the higher frequency, to the higher state of consciousness, which is the I am consciousness. Whoever has come into contact with the Master Chief Elohim the Christ and his teachings and have started to apply them to your life, don't make nobody make you feel bad for doing what you're doing and making the decisions to live your life the way that you see fit, because at the end of the day, you can't live for them and they can't live for you. You have to live for yourself. Either they're gonna like you and get with the program or not, and it is what it is, and you just gotta keep going. You see, people think that because if I change my life, then that means everybody else in my life change. I don't want anybody in my life that does not reflect who I am, because then that says I don't know myself. That says that I'm confused within myself to even dibble and dabble between certain frequencies that does not serve me. I need to sit my ass down and be put and be dedicated to a frequency that I vibrate on. And that's why so many of us have so many problems in our life and have so many things that's going on in our life that really shouldn't be there, or we may be frustrated with something that's in our life, is because you dibbling and you're dabbling too much, baby. You want to be on a high frequency, but you fucking with low vibrational people. You fucking with low thought frequency people, and you steady trying to have a conversation with them. And the reality of the situation is you cannot vibrate higher than your environment. It's just impossible. That's why angelic beings, people who think like God and do the will of God, and be in tune with nature and get closer to the sun and eat from the earth, these people leave Babylon. Naturally, they want to leave Babylon because of the fact that Babylon does not have that, all of those things for them. It does not exist in their world. And the thought frequency is off. High vibrational beings and angelic beings don't think like Babylon. We don't think I want to kill, steal, and destroy. We think I want to love, which is understanding. I want balance. I want life. That's how we think. And so then we leave. And the people who want to be dead and, live that life, they stay in Babylon. And this is the difference between the frequency. And nobody could get mad at nobody else for doing what they see fit for their life, because no one is obligated to make decisions for anybody else. Yeah, I may have a child, or somebody may have birthed you or me or whatever, but at the end of the day, we all have to do what's best for us. And if your parental guider is not making the best decisions for you, especially if you know that, then you have to put on your grown up panties, or not even panties, but you gotta put on your grown up gear, you know what I'm saying, which is divine knowledge itself, and you gotta keep it moving, and you gotta pick up your cross, and you gotta start walking, because nobody's gonna do it for you. Nobody's gonna blaze that trail for you. Chief has already blazed the trail that you need to be on, the righteous path. And if you don't pick up your and go through your challenges, go through your whatever it is that is unfolding in front of you, or unraveling in front of you, or that is set up for you on your journey of divine knowledge yourself, then you're just gonna be stagnant, and you're gonna be right where you are today, right now. You know, a lot of people will say, well, I'm waiting to get out. I'm waiting till January. I'm waiting till March. I'm waiting till after taxes to leave and stuff. No, excuse me, y'all. It's okay. Okay, what's wrong with my baby?
What up, though? What up, though?
It's okay. Yeah, she's breastfeeding. And so it's your duty and it's your obligation, and you have to do everything right. You know, you can't skip steps. A lot of people think that they can skip steps and then try to blame Chief for skipping steps. No, Chief give you everything that you need to know, step by step by step. If you don't take the due diligence and the time and the effort and the energy to get all of the information that you need to put one foot in front of the other, don't try to be pointing fingers, because as soon as you start pointing the finger at somebody else, you miss the point. Because at the same time, though, you know, it may seem as Chief is external, he is you. And if he gives you all the knowledge that you need to know and you start slacking, what does that say about your character? That says everything about who you are. So you can't sit up here and make videos. You can't sit up here and do all of the, you know, low vibrational things.
I can't make videos.
That you think that you can do, because really it's you.
Wait, did she just say I can't make videos?
Else for something that we're not doing for ourselves, and that's not fair. That's not right. You gotta pick up your own cross. You gotta do it yourself. And if you don't know something, then you ask questions. You go find out. You see what I'm saying? You go to Chief and you ask questions. You don't just sit there, you know. But you know what's the craziest thing is that people would ask Chief questions. People would take out the time to ask Chief questions. But if your perception, if the way your mind works, the way light refracts in your mind, your astrological program, if you got debilitations that will keep you from seeing something the righteous way, or the way that it truly is, then you're technically screwed. And you know, I hope that your perception is warped to the right way of looking at things, if you are deemed to be misled by your own demise. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, I just hope everybody out there really take the time out for their own minds to understand everything, and not to judge, because you know, when you judge something, and I mean anything, if you judge something, then you will judge yourself to that measurement. And it may be even like, people are very harsh judges, especially if they don't know information about the situation. And you know, people will be like, oh well, if I judge that person like that, it must not be that bad. But you're gonna judge yourself when this lifetime is over. You're gonna judge yourself, and you're gonna judge yourself really, really bad, because
like you did
to
Babylon?
the slightest like if somebody pinched me right now, that is equivalent to me getting ran over by a train in the metaphysical realm, which hurts way worse. You see what I'm saying? I'm just making an example. So you better be careful what you do to people. You better be careful about how you think about other people and how you judge other people, because you sitting over there saying you, and you judging that person, but what are you doing? How are you responding to yourself?
Very well. I'm just fine.
And so Everybody should be picking up their own cross and walking. Everybody should be smiling. Everybody should be happy. Everybody should be making decisions for their own decisions for their life. No one should be judging no one. We all should be encouraging each other. We all should be sending love. We all should be sending light. We all should be uplifting. We all should be sharing divine knowledge of self. We all should be pointing each other to relationship and be the Christ.
Yeah.
And we all should be vibrating on a higher frequencies.
Yeah, your frequency is shorting out. Bam, drop that.
On a high, and we all should be vibrating. Keep going out, but we all should be vibrating on a higher frequency so that we all can vibrate.
Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, look, I totally agree. We're gonna vibrate. I want everybody to go and look up a channel called VicDamoane Planet. We're going to vibrate to the frequency of that channel. Okay, we're going to vibrate to the frequency of that channel, and we're going to really piss Carbonation off. And we're going to monetize that channel. Okay, so we need 1,000 subs. I think we got like 490 subs. So we're like 500 subs away, and then then your boy gonna see them little 5-second commercials. He's really gonna be pissed. It's all love. It's all love.
I am Chief's wife. That is my husband, and I wish you would respect my wishes. So, women, if you have any questions, please go ahead and call in or send a request.
Yeah, ladies.
Okay, we have Asata.
Yeah, ladies gonna ask some questions.
We're gonna be.
Ladies gonna ask some questions.
Then we have Eliana over here throwing it down.
I thought her name was Nature, but never mind.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to. Yes, I do. I just wanted to know. I'm of a different faith that you guys believe in. I just wanted to know, how does it feel to be in a polygamous relationship? I myself was just in one with my husband. I'm his first wife, and I had a difficult time dealing with it. So I just wanted to know how you overcame that.
Well, of course, it was difficult in the beginning. I can't sit here and lie to you. It was difficult in the beginning because of the Babylon programming. And what I mean by the Babylon program, if you are not familiar, it's just the way that that society, that government, if you that's what we call it.
Yeah.
They have programmed me and you and all of everybody, all the women, all the men. It programmed us in such a way that makes us go against our true essence of who we truly are and what we truly are.
Right.
And we are naturally polygamous creatures.
Yeah, I kind of felt like I felt like I was struggling with it for the first couple of weeks. It only lasted a short time, but then once I started to get used to it, I actually met her. I thought it was more easier for me to deal with it. But then at the end of the day, it was kind of like she wasn't of the same beliefs that we were, so it made it difficult. It kind of felt like.
Yes, and that's why I made this. That's so crazy because I just was talking about energy, frequency, and vibration. You have to make sure that people are vibrating on a mental plane with you equally.
Yeah.
So that you guys can be on the same thought frequency.
Yeah.
So I overcame my debilitation with polygamy by just accepting the fact of my true nature and my husband's true nature, and dedicating myself to it. I just made the decision to go all the way in and stop acting like it's not already happening and just facing the facts. And reprogramming my subconscious mind by taking myself out of Babylon, taking myself away from women that would think like that. You see what I'm saying? Because if other women are thinking like you, and I'm around
so what you did to make yourself comfortable is you got away from all the women with common sense. So all those women that had common sense, all you have to do is separate yourself from them, and then it makes it easier for you to be manipulated. I agree with that. Okay, I mean that's a good explanation. That's a good explanation.
Talks about the man's nature and how it's natural and always uplifting a man, always communicating ourselves to each other when we do feel, you know, a certain type of way. And that's how I overcame polygamy.
Well, thank you for your comment and for your inspiration. I see that you guys get along very well together, and that's kind of an inspiration for me, even though I don't see a lot of the things the same way. I just think that what at the core of it, I think it's inspirational. So thank you all for showing us what I love myself.
If you have any other questions, you could definitely hit up my inbox and hit up any woman's inbox in here to ask questions.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'm thankful. Okay, anybody else?
Yeah. I thought you were taking a vacation. I thought y'all were going to be offline. All right.
I know someone had asked, how do I request? I'm gonna try to go back to that comment because no women are really coming in.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk to your airheaded ass.
But if you are still in the building, just drop the comment below. She was very sweet. She just, you know, a lot of women out there, they want to understand because they naturally know that it's the natural way. And they don't have women out there who's doing what the women in carbonation are doing.
Right.
There's no one else like it.
Right.
And so the women who are accepting the fact, the women who are
y'all hoes that work for bananas and apples and shit.
And they have genuine questions. And they have
y'all get paid
about certain things.
These hoes get paid fruit by the foot.
And this is all just boiled down to just say that they want to be natural. They want to go back to the natural state. Some may vibrate faster than another, but you know, we all are moving at the same pace
what
because
the
we are already doing it through carbonation. And so, you know, we're like I told you, we're blazing that trail.
You ain't gotta give me. You ain't gotta give me no money.
And if you need guidance,
just give me a banana.
If you need to ask questions, if you have concerns, you contact us through our inbox on a more private note. If you need help to clear your mind, if you need a clearer perspective, but the only that, like I said again in the video, the only thing that stops people from receiving the truth and receiving the knowledge that carbonation extends.
You pull up on this bitch with a hot apple pie and shit. She jumping away.
I don't believe in everything, but I know that it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's people's perception that stops them from putting that foot forward. You know, you have to get out of your own way. You have to know yourself. You have to know your astrological energy. You have to know your debilitations, what you can and cannot do, and where you fall short to magnetically draw a soulmate to yourself, a reflection of yourself that would actually enhance or exalt that debilitation that's in your chart. So
this
that you
bitch toss a salad for a fruit salad.
You know, lack what you like, but have them as a strong point to make up for that weakness, and vice versa.
Oh shit!
And if anybody being disrespectful, you're gonna get right. And we about to see. Okay, so we about to let Keisha in. KK, do you love me?
Hey, Eliana, what happened to your hair? Alright.
They actually do.
Nah. Where's your hairline?
Okay,
your hair fell out.
Declined,
when you went to the river, that was green.
I think she declined.
Alright.
She,
what happened to your hair? Alright.
Hello, my baby.
Alright, look. Her shit went miss. Her shit then fell out in clumps. Alright, I bet you had to cut your shit with a machete.
Any other women who have questions, I'm here. I'm here if you want to open up. Anybody who don't know how to send a request, I'll I'll open it up for you. They laughing at me. Hold on, my baby. Hold on,
my baby. Is that chat room? Yeah, let me see chat room moving. Alright. Look at that. Your shit, yeah, it's itching, ain't it? Yeah, girl, scratch that shit. Her shit, she about to be bald headed.
No, the women of carbonation. When I started singing it, they all started dancing to the song. They started doing the dance to the song. Okay, let's see. I'm going to let Cheryl Barbie. Cheryl Barbie. Here you go, my baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's on the way.
Hi. Hi, Eliana. I have a question. Not just on your location, but people that is living the way y'all do. Are y'all allowed to have like private conversations with other women on the outside to where people don't listen and butt in y'all's conversations, or does Chief have to be involved, or any of the sister wives have to be involved in it as well?
No, we have conversations online with women. If women call us, we'll answer the phone. If women text us, we'll answer the phone. It's like that. Now we're always together, so you'll be on speaker, and we all hear the conversation and things like that. You know.
Okay.
That's just our family. That's how we roll, because we don't carry no secrets. We don't have nothing to hide. You know what I mean? So
right.
My husband, he's always there. He knows everything. He knows who called me. He knows who don't call me. He knows the last text message. He knows the last emoji I know.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And y'all got a beautiful baby. So thank you very much for answering my question. That was the only thing I had to ask.
I'm thankful.
Thank you.
If you have any questions or you want to talk to me, you can, Reflection.
All right. Day. you so much. Have a great day.
I love myself.
All righty. Thank you.
Let's see. I don't know who that is, and I'm not letting that person in. And that person, teacher, Miss Kiki, she didn't answer. So, well, looks like no women really have questions.
Nope.
On this topic, so.
Nope.
My baby, hold on.
Nope. Nobody wants to ask and hear.
You can't get these earrings, baby. These earrings is one of a kind. These is the one of a kind earrings. It's okay. People go reap what they sow. You know, while I'm over here being prosperous. You know, I'm over here being prosperous.
Perspiring in the heat, sweating, smelling.
I
hair falling out.
You. Like all the people that do crazy stuff or whatever, and the positive people that's in the room too. I came for you. I'm doing this for you. You know, I get up every day to dedicate my life to doing this for you every day. You know, when I have a thought.
Wow, me too.
I think about y'all in the process.
I do, me too.
I'm like, wow, there's so many other people that's going through this. That's just like this download. I say, wow, there's so many people.
I feel the same way.
Like I'm thinking, there's so many reflections of myself that can't even explain.
Yeah, me too.
What I'm saying.
Me too, girl.
You know, and so I took the time out to share it with everybody, because I know people are going through this. I know people feel this, and they don't know, either they don't articulate it, or they may not feel as confident to
I feel we should monetize.
They want to say it too, and so I'm doing it for you.
Yeah, I am. I
love you all, and thank you.
I love you all too. Thank you for donating
through the process.
Yes.
You know. Donate, don't hate.
Right.
Donate.
Hit the donate button.
VicDamoane,
PayPal.
For real.
Website, yes, for real.
You know, energy exchange. That's an energy exchange.
Yes.
You know, I give my energy to you, and you don't. You know, a lot of people I give my energy to, and they don't do anything with it. They just take it in and absorb it like a vampire.
That's right. We begging for money.
But it's okay, because I'm of service. This is my duty. This is what I came here to do. Whatever energy exchange comes from it. You know what I'm saying? But there are reflections out there who are obligated to exchange energies with me equally. And I will not be taking that for granted. And I will not be you know what I mean? Just like you. And I love myself. And so I just feel I feel happy that I was able to get that off my chest, because I'm like, man, I was feeling like that. And other things happened to me too that made me feel like that. And I was like, man, because
Oh well, the hell is this? Right, she explored polygamy. I don't know what this is. I got like apps on my phone, maybe commercials and shit.
yeah,
Weird. That's
you
alright.
can you can't never give up. You know,
Never
you can't never
surrender.
give up what you love to do.
Never give up. Never
If you
surrender.
love to do it, then you can never give it up.
Amen to that, sister.
Y'all,
Amen to that.
Eliana is 14 days old and she's acting like, I mean, she's 14 days young and she's acting seasoned in love. She acting like she done been around the block a couple times. It's my baby though. She be chilling. We just got fabric yesterday for more cloth diapers. And she actually likes the cloth diapers. She likes just air. She just likes to be naked. She would prefer to be naked, but
What?
that's not very realistic when you have to
What?
be in certain places at certain times. So
Okay.
she likes the cloth diapers though. She used the cloth diapers better than
Wow. Yeah.
better than the other.
Yeah, she said that. People.
I'm back, y'all. It had went out. Eliana is such a nature girl that she uses the cup and the pot in increments when something is on her because she does not like diapers. She does not like anything on her. She does not like the pot and cup on her. She does not like it like that. So earth training her would be very easy. Can somebody come grab this phone right quick again?
Yeah. Somebody come get the
Oh
phone.
my baby.
There's Nature Boy.
She's emptying the pot right now.
Where is Nature Boy? Where is the Master Chief?
I know.
You can't come and grab his daughter.
I already know your
That's
situation.
That's ball. Yeah, that's a little ball. I thought he'd always be there. He ain't there right now. Yeah. Eliana got that baby by herself. She'll have her walkie-talkie with her. She can't call the slaves. All right.
Make sure that you're if you have anybody in your life that does not mentally think on the same thought frequency as you, you gotta get them out of the electromagnetic field because you wonder why you have crazy thoughts and you don't normally think like that.
Well, if that were true, all right, if that were true, Eliana, your baby wouldn't be alive. I'm just keep that in mind. All right, just remember that.
Like I used to be tripping hard up. I used to be like, why am I having these thoughts? Like, what is going on in my mind? I don't think like this. And come to find out, it was other people's thoughts that I was picking up on, especially if you're a water sign or if you have like very sensitive energy, you could pick up on other people's thoughts. You know, and it's not a
Well, yeah, you know, anything that has to do with water, yeah, that repulses you. You don't like water. I get that. I get that.
And your thoughts. The more you get in tune with your body, and the more you get in tune with your thoughts, then you will understand the difference between yours and someone else because it will feel like a foreign entity. It will feel like something totally different. It'll be like, whoa, what is this? Like, I don't even know what this is. And you say, this is someone else around me. This is someone else's thoughts. You know, That's when you walking down the street or you walking into a room and you're like, you feel that energy, girl? You're like, yeah, girl, I feel it. That's someone else's energy, someone else's thoughts that you're picking up on. You just have to understand the patterns of your mind. And this means to study yourself, study your astrological programming. Make sure you understand your weaknesses and your strengths so that you can be able to have control over your mind and be precise and due diligent in the things that you dedicate yourself to and bring forth into your life, the things that you manifest into your life. Because our thought, like I said, thoughts are the building block of reality, like Chief told us. And when you think about something, that manifests into your reality. So when you think about stuff that you don't want, you manifest that. When you think about stuff that you do want, you manifest that. And if you think about stuff that you do and don't want, then you manifest a compilation of it. You see, so everything is, and you just have to understand your mind. And once you understand your mind, then when you come into contact with other people, you'll understand them automatically, because you'll say you it's something to compare to, but it's also someone else's mind that you can feel on a different frequency of expression. You see? And once we understand ourselves, then that's when we start to vibrate to a higher frequency as far as authenticity, being authentic with ourselves, getting out, letting our natural hair free form, and being in love with our natural beauty, and not wearing chemical makeup, and putting all of the things that don't serve us down, and stop eating meat, and start to move back to the tropics, move closer to the sun, and start tapping into a frequency to find our soul family. When we start to accept ourselves and understand our mind, and this is when we start to vibrate people into our lives that are reflective of our minds. This is when we start to vibrate people, which we would say the law of attraction, which the law of attraction is people, places, and things. This is when you start to manifest miraculous things into your life, because you're giving your mind value, and you're understanding within self, or understanding self, and not out of tune with self, and not understanding of self. And don't settle for nothing. If you settling for something, then that means that you don't understand yourself. If you're in a relationship that you know you gotta let go of, and you continue to put yourself through that situation, then you deserve exactly what you get. If you steady, at the family barbecue, and you watching cheap videos, then you deserve exactly what you get, because it is what it is. You gotta separate yourself. You gotta isolate yourself. You gotta do what's best for you now. And so pick up your cross and walk, and keep going, and don't stop. Keep going. Don't stop. You're gonna.
I need to go to Myers.
Oh, okay. This thing right here, this stupid thing. I don't know why I keep doing that. I think I do know why. Fix that crap.
Have obstacles, you're gonna have things, you're gonna have tests, you're gonna be tested.
Drop you off in the gym.
Now I do.
Oh, okay. All right. You eat fruit. All right. I mean, they just gonna starve you for the first couple weeks. All right.
How was your day today, Mama? Did you do anything interesting and exciting today?
I stayed in my pajamas and I ate breakfast in my pajamas. Yep. I mean, no. I think I did that. Wait, I did that. I ate my lunch.
Yeah.
I stayed in my pajamas.
Somebody said they're gonna go eat steak. it's I think what's the temperature right now?
Like 14.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it might be a little warmer than that.
We'll get there till like tomorrow.
So I'm thinking to myself, you know, I'm in, you know, the snow. I'm literally driving through the streets of ice right now, right? I don't even know where my damn what's the name is. All right. Oh, there it is. All right. Oh yeah, look, she didn't kill the lie, which is fine by me. All right. All right, it's fine by me.
Roblox.
She didn't kill the lie. All right. And I wonder why. I wonder why. Now you have to ask yourself.
I was watching YouTube while I was getting dressed.
All right. You're doing all this stuff in nature. You can't even get a goddamn decent signal. All right. My black ass out here in the snow. All right, we ain't stutter stepping.
When Daddy
All right.
and
All
Mama
right.
and Daddy
All right.
will
All right.
pick you up.
All right.
He can bring some toys.
All right.
Okay.
I mean,
Got you.
what? It's like Lazy boy don't wanna do business,
Driving home and
right?
Daddy made
You don't wanna do business.
then he stopped.
All right.
That's it.
Awesome, darling.
So check this out. We're gonna do right. Anyone to smoke? We're gonna look. We're gonna let the phone charge up. All right. As we done tagged him with another one. All right. Hold up. I'm gonna see y'all in a second.